Hi, I'm Alan, and welcome to Alan's Lego World. And this is a Lego City update. And the topic is I've fully covered 100 square feet of this Lego City. So I'll keep this as short as possible. We'll start here. This is a street which is 2 lanes in every direction. And the best I can come up with for the line marker is right here, which is these 2x4 prints, custom tiles from Bevan's Bricks, which I use throughout to divide the street. And I added bike lanes. So, and it's like yesterday, kept this busy. And you will see a number of cabs in the city, either from the older sets or the taxi cab that came out this year. I was able to get 23 of them added to this layout, on top of the 21 that I already have in my collection. So that's 44 cabs total in this layout. I'll create some stories here, like in Chicago, especially New York, cab drivers are known for driving crazy, erratically, safely, or some people call it drive like assholes. Here's one scenario right here where the cabbie is cutting somebody off to make a turn. Regardless of any kind of safety, because they're in a hurry to pick up a fare or whatever they need to do. Yes, this is the shopping street, which is the 2026 modular. I changed the windows from the sand green to the reddish brown. So I needed those elsewhere. I also increased the privacy for this bathroom right here, because as you notice, these are all windows. By putting solid brick, increase the privacy. And then everybody knows about my hospital. If you know, this is my hospital right here. It's based on the Presbyterian Hospital, Lower Manhattan. And then come over here. And also kept the street busy. And this is the pet shop out here. And my niece was playing this one day when she was young, and had that dog. We were trying to reach over for the bones right there. And you know, this has been moved around several times. I expanded it. I kept this scenario in place because it's cool. And you come right here to the Assembly Square, where the mother is taking pictures with the kids standing next to Elmo. Even though she's got the $100 Lego bill available, she's got the tip Elmo, the person portraying Elmo, because you see this a lot in Times Square where people dressed up as characters are taking pictures of everybody, and they have to tip them. You always carry a little baggie just for tips. Those guys now want to play out. And come over here. Only amount of change over is the traffic patterns. With more cabs added to the city. For those that may not know, I did the traffic lights similar to New York City. They're not 100% accurate, because Chicago used solid poles to hold traffic lights on. So here's another scenario where the cab driver is cutting somebody off to attempt to pick up a fare. And I'll pull the van right here, you can see closer. He's screaming right now because he's being caught by the cab driver. This kind of scenario works. Let me come over here. Still a busy street. Then the garbage truck it was the last garbage truck they came out with. I took off all the turquoise and made it all white to represent the New York City garbage trucks being solid white. Easy nose up there close. And I've moved some stuff around. Then I have the building blocks that are based on the Spider-Man versus Oscorp Tower. I made a modular, though I didn't fill in all the vacancies. Then the Cisco delivery truck. This is a custom sticker that I made. Excuse me. There's the F1 truck with the Audi car that I put in the city. We assume it's taken to a dealership to an exhibit. Turn that to a racetrack. And then I made this park, which is typical like a New York City playground, the court. And I had to put in bathrooms, one for the men, one for the women. And planters in the park, hopscotch puzzle from one of the Lumen Brick sets. Then I did a sprinkler, a little workout area. Like right there is where they play handball, which is like racquetball, but they're slapping the blue ball in their hand. Sure, I don't have all the minifigures, I'm showing minifigures. Eventually I'll populate this with more minifigures. Then some of the buildings I moved from other spots to right here. And this is what I call the Park Treasure building, which is based on the Park Treasure complex in the Bronx Road, New York City. I know the minimum height is 8 floors, I made mine 5. Has up with the little statue on top. Now the recycling truck for this year, I modified where the arms are standing up while on the road. And this is the Art Factory. Is the only one that we open. Then eventually I'll get around to making this modular. Eventually. And then go to the corner right here. I made a Lego store based on the Toy Store set. Made 2 stories high, and then 3rd floor being the apartment. And then I've moved to the corner to over here. Now I'll go around. And the busy street and the number of cabs I have in this layout. You come over here and see lots and lots of cabs. Yes, this is remnants of Chicago, New York City, because New York City, the cab is iconic. But in Chicago is the only city outside New York where you can easily get a cab. And I wanted to reflect that. And this is the Optical Tower, the tallest building by layout. Along with the Daily Bugle and the hospital. I made 5 stories tall, but I decided on the parts to make it 6 stories tall. I still have to build a vacancy on the floor that I added to the building. Of course, the X-Men Mansion. Then there's the Botanical Garden from the G-Star line. Then here's a bunch of the 9 Lego sets, Lumen Bricks, Fantasy, and Joe & Jim's I put over here. Because I wanted to fill up the buildings, and you know what though? I'm not affiliated with Lego, so I'll add what I feel is best for this layout. And only that these buildings are more affordable than the modular buildings. Then over there, I made my version of the town hall, which I treat as like a neighborhood hall where they can go get their welfare benefits, any city services in the neighborhood. And over here, I made the Daily Bugle from the Daily Bugle set. I'll treat this as their satellite office in the building down the street. But I only use one set. I use all windows, and I use the parts I hand to make this building happen. So I wanted it to be more fuller, more better size. The Lego set they had was just too small. And I wanted to make this better. Then over in the corner right there is my condominium building with a burger joint on the first floor with 4 condos and then a rooftop pool with a patio area. This is one as one other mocks, the burger joint on the first floor. Joe & Jim's came out with a burger joint in the condominium building, but I was not paying $400 for a non-Lego set, so I used some parts I had available and made it work. And I like it. So then I'll say, how I will make this full to the 100 square feet of this layout is what I did is I took all the buildings from this side here and filled in that space. I can always put a little table here, expand another 10 inches if I have to in the future, but right now I don't want to do that. I'm satisfied with the size of the layout. Plus, I want to make this a two lanes in each direction street. So I want to do something different. So, overall, I'm happy with the way this has turned out to be. I like the size of it. I'm happy with it for now. I might expand this layout in the future. If I do, I'll be over here. I'll make sure I have enough modular buildings to make it happen. Because I'm not going to expand with 1 or 2 base plates with the buildings. I always tell you at least 4 or 5. I say 2.5 here, base plates with the buildings. And I say another, at least 2 base plates minimum, 2 full base plates minimum right here full of buildings. Because whether I got to buy the road plates, I got to buy extra parts. And those cost money. A lot of money. I mean, I put a lot of money into the layout over the years. Up to this point, it took me 3.5 years to put together. So, I like to do more of this layout, but it depends on time and money. So, this was my dream project ever since I was a child, so I was able to achieve this dream. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel so you can see more content in the future. And have yourselves a great day.